I don't even. Ooh, are you kidding me? No. I'm having the most bang up morning ever. I don't even know if anybody's going to come in here. I'm going to delete this stream after I'm done, most likely, just because I have nothing really to say this morning. I'm just calling. I'm just getting on right now because I'm sitting here waiting on my husband to get here. I'm on the side of the road with a flat tire. Hello, Clark. Hello, Julie. So I figured I would just jump on here while I'm waiting on my husband and see what everybody's doing while I put my makeup on. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have. Never mind. I'm not even going to give her that credit. I love my car, but I really hate the fact that the tires are so low profile that I literally probably less than a month ago had to go get another one replaced. I know, the plot freaking thickens. I guess I got a spell. Oh yeah, that's right, Julie. I got to think about the positive. And what's up with roadside assistance anyway? Good morning, Mother Teresa. What's up with roadside assistance? I mean, who has over an hour to wait? They dispatched from Houston. I'm nowhere near Houston right now. So I had to call my husband. He had to leave work. I think that one of the things I need to make a resolution for in this new year is to learn how to change a tire. I know. Well, the good thing about it is like at least it's gonna be a short work day. I called my job and I was like, so can y'all just like switch me to like 11 to 11 tonight? And then I started thinking, why would I want to even work that late? Maybe I'll just take it as a loss. I hate this car because it just like whatever pothole I could hit, like the smallest pothole on the planet and my tire still gets a bulge in it. Well, this time it flattened. Oh, thank you, Clark. Because let's tell you what, I have enough time to DoorDash one. No, Jason is like about 30 minutes away. I'm sure he's totally unimpressed with the fact that I can save a life but can't change a tire. But I'm gonna try to learn how to do that, Clark. So I'm gonna get maybe I can. God. I mean, do most women know how to change tires, or am I like just the only one that doesn't? In my defense, I'm not very strong. Colby, call me for sure. So I don't even know that if I knew how to change one, if I could get the things off. Like, and evidently, I really need to learn because this is a continuation of things that happened. Before I drove this car, I had a Durango, and I never had this problem. It's maddening. So how's everybody's morning? Oh, thank you, Julie. Let's have some coffee talk. Oh, I'm going to need a coffee after this. I should have told him to grab me one for real. I'm just scared. Like, I don't even know how he's going to change it because it's like really on the side of the road and all these cars keep whizzing by me. Thank y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Oh. So did y'all see what happened last night? And I'm not trying to keep drama going because I really am going to try to stop this drama stuff. But did everybody see what happened last night? It was crazy. It was crazy. If you didn't see what I'm talking about, or if y'all weren't in the chat, just about to go brush off the car from the snow. It is 73 degrees here today, right now. And the sun's not really all the way even out yet. So, oh no, Julie. Well, Jen went live last night. I'm gonna start putting my makeup on. At least I'll have a nice made up pretty face when my husband gets here. Probably annoyed AF that I had to call him to leave work because his wife is inept changing the tire. Anyway, so Jen went live last night, and like to describe what happened is like a little bit less. You had to have seen this happen to be able to give the full effect of the, like, this was probably one of the weirdest, most creepy things I've ever seen to date. What happened last night in Santa Monica. Clark, you get to go everywhere. I would love to be walking in a Starbucks in Santa Monica, but instead I'm painting over my Grinch lines on the side of the road. But thank y'all. Like I said, I really might DoorDash me a coffee because, like, that's pretty much what I need right now. But anyway, so Jen went live, and like I said, it was really fucking creepy. She went live, so, and then, you know, this person kept calling her, and we don't know who it was. There was it was a private call, and, you know, it was basically done to interrupt her live. But, like, they didn't stop. They did not stop calling. Kept calling, kept calling, kept calling. And you know Jen, you know how she is. So finally she's like, what do you want? She's like, I can't remember exactly what she was saying because I thought it was just going to be the same thing over and over, which was the person hanging up, right? Well, she's like, what do you want? I've got so-and-so in this room and they don't think this is funny, you know, Jen. And then all of a sudden, she had it on speakerphone. Yes, Julie, they do. They still make prank calls, and I know exactly who it was. I don't care. Oh, show proof, show proof, show. I don't need proof. I know exactly who the lunatic is that did this, and I'm not saying any names because I'm not supposed to be participating in drama for the greater good of our friends in this community. But I know exactly who the hell it was. I mean, it basically had her name written all over it. But anyway, so as soon as Jen picks up the phone, like for the third time, I think, when she was actually talking to the number, when she was actually answering the call instead of just ending it. But let me rewind. So they were calling her phone. And so then somebody in the chat was like, just put it on do not disturb. Swipe down. Was that you, MTT? I think that was you. Swipe down and put it on do not disturb. So she did. And she was like, oh my gosh. Thank you. Good morning. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for showing me how to do this. I mean, you were like the real MVP. I think it was Mother Teresa. You showed me how to do this. Now the assholes won't, because they were trying to boot her off her live. Well, after that, they started calling Clint's phone. And that's when Jen started answering. So about the third time, whenever she answered, this individual evidently had a recording device of some sort. So the individual was able to record what Jen was saying. So basically what Jen said into the phone, the person recorded it and played it right back to her. And it freaked her the fuck out. And I can honestly say it freaked all of us out, because then when it really freaked her out is when they called back after they initially did that. And then I don't know if y'all were in there, Mother Teresa, you were in there, I think. It sounded like whenever they called back to do it, this time it was like not only playing back what she said, when they called, it was playing back what she had just said before she picked up the phone. So she picks up the phone, and whatever she had said to Clint, when she picked it up, the phone call repeated what she had just said before she picked up the phone. Are y'all following me? And like telling the story like this, it doesn't do it any justice of how freaked out I think everybody was, because that was like some shit you'd see on a movie. It reminded me of like Scream or whatever. Like, it really did. or I Know What You Did Last Summer, or whatever. I don't remember whatever phone call movie, scary movie that was Scream. I think, yeah. Listen, it freaked her out. It freaked everybody out. I mean, I've never seen this level exactly of commitment to stalk an individual, to freak them out. It's just insane to me. If y'all are just joining, I'm live, coming at you live from the highway, waiting on my own personal roadside assistance to get here that I'm married to. It's going to be a short work day because I have to be about 3 hours late. But yeah, and then I know there was a live last night that Amzy did and said it wasn't her that did it. To be completely honest, that's not who my prime suspect was. Not at all. Not that she wouldn't or hasn't done that kind of stuff before, but just that's not who I thought of initially. I think we can all, without mentioning any names, deduce who I figured it was. I'm sure all of y'all know exactly who it is too. Because some people really, I mean, I know I was called a bored housewife the other day, but there's really literally a more border housewife in this community, obviously. A more border. But yeah, it freaked Jen out. She got off of her live, and then, you know, it's just not cool. Quit trying to fuck with people. And you know who you are. And you know I know who I know who it is. I can't talk. It was definitely somebody looking for attention, but it was also somebody looking to freak Jen out. Perfect. Were you in there? Who was all in there? And like I said, I didn't wake up this morning with any intention on coming on this on YouTube, but I got the time right now. Not doing anything else. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. I see that it was scary and creepy, and it's hard to to really explain how scary and creepy it was without y'all being. If you weren't in there, you don't know, because I think all of us were just shook, and it takes a lot to shock me these days, especially. It takes a lot to shock me, and I was like, oh my, I couldn't believe it. And I mean, I know it sounds like benign or whatever. It doesn't sound scary or creepy like the way I'm explaining it. You would have had to have seen it. Because it was meant to fucking mess with her. And I mean, I get it. Us trying to do this no drama stuff, it's not going to be fun for those that like it. It's not going to be fun for those who make their whole entire existence on YouTube off of it. It's not going to be fun because, if we give these people no gas, we give them no oxygen, then, I mean, how's this going to make them look if nobody's talking about them and they're still over there talking shit? You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to try really, really hard to refrain. Because somebody's got to do it. And this wasn't my grand idea. Trust and believe. Y'all knows whose idea this is and why. And I'm going to do everything I can to do that for her. But you do, Clark. Whoever thinks to do that kind of thing has some severe mental problems. What grown adult thinks to do something like that? I don't know. Or I do know. But it's the same person that we've all come to realize has mental problems, and we've known this for a long, long, long time. You know what I mean? And so it was messed up. It was very messed up. I know it made me feel some kind of way, and I wasn't the recipient of the phone calls. I know I was shook, and I think everybody, by the looks in the chat and what people were saying, like, holy shit, like, oh my gosh, like, this is not okay. Oh, I thought some random truck was coming to help me, but no. Anyway, it was next level. And who do we all know? And I'm not saying any names. And you know what? We all might be thinking somebody different. But who do we all know is next level at trying to mess with people? You can all talk amongst yourselves and decide who you think it is. I know I would bet a kidney on who I think it is. I would, because I'm that certain that I'm right. And the sad thing is this individual will never admit it. Never. In fact, this individual has a problem admitting anything they've ever done. Good morning, 40. Good morning, little boss lady. This person is notorious for never admitting when they're wrong. And I mean, I could be wrong, but if anybody, and let me just, I'm gonna give everybody the context clue of why. Even if I thought this person was completely in sound mind and body and would never do anything like this, there's a big clue. And I could be wrong, but I'm going to look into it today, because I did see a live the other day where somebody had a little device that could record and it could play it back. Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember seeing that live? I don't know if many people's even watched it. What happened, 40? Did you see Jen's live last night where she basically got a phone call from the guy on Scream? So the other day there was a live and somebody had a device that they just got. I'm assuming that device is a recorder because it plays it back. Uh-oh, my car turns off by itself. Well, 40. Long story short, somebody was trying to knock Jen off of her live last night, and whenever they were calling her phone, and she put it on Do Not Disturb, and then they called Clint's phone, and then they started playing what she was saying to them back through their phone. So it sounded like an echo. And then, like, the second time they called, when she picked up the phone, it played in her ear what she had just said before she picked up the phone. So they were recording her live, and when she picked up the phone, they were playing it back. And at some point, they were playing, like I said, it sounded like row, row, row your boat. Like it was like 3 different parts of her stream at the same time. So it sounded like nothing but a bunch of chaos. Like, but it was, yeah. I know, Julie. I know. Like, way too invested. I mean, even if that was just like a spur of the moment thought to do that instead of like a well calculated, thought out plan. After the first time of seeing Jen that shook about it, and Jen was not being dramatic. We all were shook. I swear. If you know, I mean, I know it sounds, again, it sounds elementary what I'm describing here, but I can't stress to you guys enough that it was creepy. Yes, it was almost instantaneous on repeat. And it seemed like there was more than one device, unless the device was able to record multiple things like that. Unless it had some kind of option on there, then there was more than one device. So it wasn't like it was from a phone. It was instant. Everything, when she said something, it said it right back. I know. I know. And, unfortunately, I feel like, the more people try to step away from all this, the more people try to say, no, we're not doing this anymore, the more fuckery that's going to happen. Like, a lot of people went live and have gone live or have made a statement saying when they're done. And it seems like when people try to walk away, this kind of stuff revs up. That's ridiculous. It's like throwing a banana peel out while somebody's walking. Like, it's like we're trying to not engage in this ridiculousness anymore. Excuse me. Not that this is happening, but it would be really impressive if it was actually Clint trolling Jen from the next room, a modern day remake of my classic film, of one of my classic films called Gaslight. Wouldn't that be something? No, I don't think that was it at all. Everything was organic that happened last night. You could see it on Jen's face, and they were calling Clint's phone, and Jen she was live from her phone, and they were calling Clint's phone. What is the find Usman about? Oh, Lord. Who was the 140 ounce? Who was the one that refused? Oh, the witchy witch? You little witch. Is that who? Of course she doesn't agree. She won't be able to buy any more Vera Wang dresses. And see, this is not me doing a hate stream. This is me, I'm going to clarify. Just because I make little jokes and they're even my little jokes are immature and silly, that doesn't mean I'm hating. It just means I'm being jovial. But is that the one? Yeah, okay, that's who you're talking about. Well, of course not. Her. No, I'm not gonna do it. The ship will have sailed if she stops. It will take more effort than to just jump on the computer and click let's go live and then smash everybody. It'll take more effort to have to put a thought about production together. Sorry, I have not yet had my coffee, so I'm like, Lord knows what. So I really hate to think that this is a precedent that's about to be set. I really hate to think that even in the name of stopping the bullshit, even in the name of trying to be the bigger people and trying to do the right thing, just because it's clear and evident. It's clear and evident that it's never going to stop if somebody doesn't make it stop. And it's clear and evident that those people over there are not going to. So I really hate to think that that people want this to continue to the level of, even when people stop and say they don't want anymore, they can't take anymore, they've got things going on in their life that completely trumps any of this stupid shit, and to just stop. I really hate to think that. And I know it was not done to us, it was done to Jen, but I think Jen's along the same lines. I think that she's done too. And then they call it just to fuck with her head. Just to mess with her. So I don't know who did that last night. I do, but I don't know for sure. But I hope you slept well. I know that it takes a lot of energy to maintain the truth when you're lying about stuff. Like, even as something as simple as your location. Be vigilant, people. Shit starters. when you're telling lies, make sure you're vigilant enough to keep them going without screwing it up. Sorry I'm being all cryptic, but I'm trying not to talk about people. Jen just needs to automatically hit the do not disturb button when she goes live. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, MTT. That's what I was thinking. Starve them of air. Perfect. That's exactly right. And I don't know if y'all remember, but before, like, that's kind of like the sequence of events that happened. Whenever what made me start this channel is because I had vowed to not talk two of those people's names, and that's when I just still have my IG. And not only that, but I'm sure like I had to. A lot of my followers that don't hang out in this circle of people didn't know what the hell I was ever talking about. So I was like, I'm not gonna just keep continuing to put this on my 90-day page. I'll go ahead and make. But I had stopped talking about them for a while, and it just continued, and finally I had enough. So I made a YouTube channel, and here we are. Colby and Clark. Aw. Thank you, Clark. And, Clark's got a whole movement going right now. Free Colby. I would really like to know what happened with Colby. I would really like to know if Jen's suspicions are true and if somebody called and deterred her from doing whatever and caused her to close everything, because it'd be interesting to find out what exactly happened. Sorry, I'm doing my eyeliner, so that takes a little bit of concentration. Free Aaron Carter. I feel so bad for the people that were looking at my comments under that post, and everybody's like, why free him? He's not in a conservatorship, blah, 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 blah. I was like, it's an inside joke. It's an inside joke. But no, that was done not to just troll last night. It wasn't done to just because it was funny or they thought it was funny. It was done to get somebody to be mentally shook. And it worked. And it didn't just work for Jen, it worked for every last person that was in there watching this. We were all freaked out. And very, 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 very upset. Because when you're at this level, it's not trolling anymore. When you're actually affecting somebody's mental health, when you're actually affecting, and it's not like Jen, I think, handles things over time a certain way, but when you do this like cutely, like when you do this out of nowhere and it's just weird like that, it freaks people out. Every day I'm hustling. No, but seriously. And that was done with that intention. And I hoped somebody had this recorded. I wasn't recording Jen. I don't ever record Jen. I don't have any need to. It's usually always on Reddit, but for some reason, I don't know. I didn't even really look at Reddit this morning. It's not there. But I'm sure the person that did this is watching this morning. And like, basically, like, have you no shame? I mean, I guess I guess you become shameless after certain things happen and all these people that you don't know have to watch it happen. And you still come around like, it ain't no big deal. I've changed since then. Girl, how embarrassing. I've changed. People change. They grow. No. I'll have to say called his phone. I miss hearing the talking back. Oh yeah, it was gross. Look, Julie, I'm so sick of you rubbing this in my face, Julie. Just because Aaron Carter wants nothing to do with me, he won't answer my questions, and he's all waving at you, doesn't mean you have to come in here and say this little, just because y'all are tight. Okay. Thanks, Julie. I see you. If y'all haven't watched Aaron Carter's lives, please go check them out. Right now, though, he seems to be doing better, which is great. He was actually on his live last night, and he's got this sweet little fan, and you could tell she's like mentally challenged, and he's so sweet to her, and I don't know, he's an endearing little character. He is. Aaron. Changed what? His undies. What do you mean? Oh, I'm not talking about a he. Oh, okay, it didn't say his. See, I've got to stop doing makeup and focus. But yeah, how embarrassing. You've already made a fucking fool of yourself. And here we are. I'm back. Well, great. Great. I'm glad you're back. And it's obvious, and it's very, very, it's never been more apparent that you're back. Who else is live? Oh, if you're going live, Mother Teresa, I'll stop. I'll end my live because I had no intention of going live. It's just that, oh my God, Julie, how funny. I saw that this morning, and he was like, I got my baby boy all swaddled up. And I'm thinking to myself, Aaron, I've got to teach you how to do a swaddle. We gotta go to swaddle school, because that's not a swaddle. Shut up. Is she really? She must be doing one before she goes to sleep. My gosh, I wasn't trying to conjure. I'm not even talking about her. What is she talking about? See, it's really hard to not ask questions and wonder what they're talking about. Oh my God. Is she screaming about her innocence? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. No, I don't think it was her either. Worst swaddle I've ever seen. He basically just threw the blanket on top of the baby and said he swaddled the poor little fella. Oh, everybody's dropping out of here to go over there, which is fine. I kind of want to go see what she's saying myself. Maybe she's live and she's taking credit for my flat tire. We do. That's not a bad idea. If she takes credit for my flat tire, I am going to spontaneously combust. Do y'all hear me? Oh, my husband's here. I'm going to end my live. Talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Thanks for the super chats.